Predicted with today. Well, it took me about 24 hours to come up with this. Man, that was probably the wildest NFL game I've ever seen in my entire life. There was so much action, it probably happened faster than most of the traffic going down this freeway. I almost forgot to set this video up today. Thoughts about yesterday's game? Well, number one, special teams. Oh my goodness, a punt and a kickoff return, an interception, a fumble strip, and an offensive touchdown. I mean, come on now, we basically gave them 21 points without even letting them touch the ball. They missed 2 field goals. We made all 4 of ours and all the extra points. I gotta give Tennessee Titans props on special teams. I mean, the reverse pass on a punt. Wow, good stuff. But I mean, despite the Lions' loss, I admit it was one of the better games I've seen in a while. Usually I'd be in that no loss of words, but today it took me about a day to get it together. Literally, I was gonna do this yesterday, but my brain was like, no. By the way, this is the 24th. This here, all these events occurred on September 23rd. I guess first thing, props to Calvin Johnson, 163 and a touchdown again. I think that's 22.9 points for me on fantasy football. I had to look at that up. Depending what scoring league I'm in, of course. I got him in actually 2 different leagues. Props to Sean Hill for coming in and Titus Young for that great last-second catch. Yeah, that got me totally off my seat. I admit, though, now I'm not worried about the Lions, despite the 1-2 start. My knocks of the day are as follows: the Lions' defensive backs, the Lions' lack of coverage. My other credit, though, the Lions also, they did do a good job against Chris Johnson in the run. Our problem is we got to cover. I don't know if we're going to find a blanket at, but we got to find something. Gee whiz, that was rough. And I'm talking about cover passes, cover special teams, kickoff, return, punt. I mean, there's no reason why we're going to give them 2. I mean, Tennessee did set history with having them 5 or 6 plays of 60 yards or more in a game. I mean, that ain't going to lie. That's a fluke that probably won't happen again. So, I guess the next thing is also, when you got the ball 4 inches, you got to already know practices like, okay, they're playing this what, to go for the fake snap count? No. Don't do nothing fancy. Sit down and say, forget it. Either go for it or don't. Otherwise, kick a field goal. That's the only criticism. I think they should kick the field goal through a pass. That's not what the heck, wherever that mumbo jumbo was. You know, hearing that play called the line of scrimmage. But, you know, I don't know. But considering they scored 41 points, okay, we can't knock their offense too much. But my goodness, where was the special teams? At least on the coverage team. Jason Hanson, good job kicking field goals, but next time you do a kickoff, don't be cute with it. Keep the dang on thing out of the end zone, especially after you get a score. But one thing I have to say, man, that was a fantastic, crazy, wild football. I do like to see some modifications of overtime rules. I think maybe each team get a possession, maybe starting on the other teams at midfield. So at least you got to get 2 first downs, technically speaking, to get within field goal range. That's just me. I mean, the way these kickers kick field goals, I guess we just line up, get 5 yards, and kick a field goal. And yes, I believe Hanson with the tailwind, even on grass, can make it that type of field goal. I know he's not Tiger Woods. I know he don't have the Tiger Woods leg like he's too younger, but I still believe he can do it. Wow, this is actually a little longer than I planned to do today. I guess while we're on the other subject in the NFL, it was about dang nabbit time we get rid of the freaking replacement referees. Man, I mean, after watching especially the Baltimore-New England game last night, there was a lot of brawls and fights and arguments and pushing and shoving. And basically, let's face it, I mean, honestly, I feel like the players. Hey, the referees are right in Dangerfield. They're not going to ever get any respect. Especially some of the awful calls. They don't even know half the rule book of the NFL. Gee. We did have some other overtime. There was Miami and the Jets. Wow. Kansas City and New Orleans. New Orleans 0-3. Is that the biggest shocker, or Arizona 3-0? Anybody to run some feedback on that one while you look at this video, they let me know. And believe me, I'll save a lot of this for tomorrow's segment of Tuesday Coach After. Because I'm going to bring up some finer points and some little things that your NFL can do to make things a little bit better. I mean, they are doing a good job on cracking down on the helmet hits. Even though the call against the Lions, okay, legit good call. But the rest of the refereeing, I think, I don't know. Like I said, though, I got some tips on the Tuesday Coach After segment tomorrow. But on that, as I said, I'll get back to that. Once again, mad props to the Lions offense. Calvin Johnson right now is, if I remember correctly, mathematically on pace to break 2,000 yards receiving this season. And this is with him being double and triple teamed the entire game. So y'all get back and throwing the ball to Calvin, they're getting it to him. It's just got to get some defensive help. Gee whiz, any retired corners or any cornerbacks out of football that's anywhere on the sideline, street ball, or somewhere playing flag football, come on, I'm sure Lions will be bringing them in this week for open tryouts. Well, but even at 1-2, I still feel like we're making the playoffs, and I'm sticking to my early season prediction, 11-5. This week, I guarantee, and listen to this again, I guarantee a win over the Minnesota Vikings. Anybody got any questions, think I'm crazy? You know, my email address is chuck0373@gmail.com. Or you can hit me on Twitter at cgrim2. That's CGRIMM2 on Twitter. In case y'all want to challenge my sanity this week. Now, you can tell me why Minnesota's going to win. Adrian Peterson's going to run for 100 yards. No, Lions and stuff to run this year. And we're doing better than that in a turkey than we do a turkey on Thanksgiving. So, like I said, go Lions. Keep up the work on offense. And plus, they don't have no receivers that scare me that much anyway. I'll see you guys next time on the next segment, Tuesday Coach After. Peace out.